How to start a business that makes $300 a day and gets grants. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate, income, and credit. So if you'd like to know which businesses can generate over $300 a day and also get grants, make sure you watch the video to the end. Leave a comment below if you need help with anything. So these ideas that I'm going to share with you for businesses that generate $300 a day and gets grants are for you if you're trying to figure things out. If you actually have a business or looking to try to start a business, but you don't know how to generate revenue, how to generate money for your business, how to actually have customers coming in repeatedly so you can actually make money on an ongoing basis. So I generally share about income streams and also businesses that I'm currently involved in, my companies are involved in, or I have some experience over the last 22 years. And most importantly, businesses that actually know that I'm getting grants for or are getting grants for. So it's important to note the business doesn't have to bring in this money daily, but it averages out and it generates it either at the end of the month or at the end of the week. So $300 a day is $9,000 a month. $300 a day is $109,000 a year, putting you in the six-figure mark. So you want to pay attention. These businesses that I'm mentioning are also businesses that you can apply for grants for, depending if you're properly set up. That's the key. You don't just want to make $300 a day or six figures a year. You also want to get grants for your business. Every business owner, every small business owner should constantly be applying for grants. So these businesses fall into three categories: service, online, and also products. So we'll start with the first category, which is service. Number one, video editing. So with most businesses and companies moving online, trying to reach their customers online, leveraging social media and also search, video is probably one of the most powerful tools, if not the most powerful tool, to be able to reach that audience. Whether they're communicating with the audience directly or through an influencer or through some sort of a filter, to an ad or to a commercial, video is the way to go, because video puts your product directly in front of the customer. It works 24/7 and it puts your business in direct contact with your ideal client. So most businesses and companies recognize this, and they're having content and videos created in order to be able to reach people online. And all of that content needs to be edited. So starting a video editing business is one of the most lucrative businesses that you can actually start right now. It's in high demand. In our media business, we do video editing, and we actually operate 2 days out of the week, 8 days out of the month. And that business pulls in thousands of dollars on a monthly basis, just with 8 days working in the entire month. So to start your video editing business, you simply need a MacBook preferably or a laptop, and to learn one of the video editing software programs such as Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro. Now you can actually learn those programs by taking an online course or going to Udemy or one of those other platforms to simply learn the mechanics of how to get started. I learned how to actually use these programs by trial and error, by just actually using it myself. And I learned how to become a master at video editing by using those programs and just basically going through them myself over time. So this is one of the things that you can actually do to get started. And it's very simple. Once you've actually learned some of the skills and the basics of it, you can then put your service on Fiverr. You can put your service on Upwork and other platforms. And you're going to see people actually start to come to you in the loads, because there are so many people that are looking for video editors, and they're always willing to pay because it's a time-consuming process. Not only is it time-consuming, it does take a lot of attention. You need to basically make sure that you are good at paying attention, because you don't want to constantly have to send back for revisions. So you want to make sure that you understand what the client wants and what the client is looking for. And if preferably if you can start to work with someone and they have a process and a sequence of how they film, then it's very simple. If you actually have one-time clients that are looking for commercial builds and they're looking for specifics, you can actually also put those services together. And once you learn the basics, you can split up your services and offer your clients packages based on the type of editing you're doing and also the time involved. The second business to start to make well over $300 a day would be influencer management. So influencers are people who've actually created communities and audiences, whether online or offline. And they actually exert control and influence over that community and over that audience. So this represents a great opportunity for businesses, for companies, and also for sponsors to be able to connect with that community and connect with those audiences to be able to either sell products and services. So this is a great opportunity for those influencers because they are actually able to make a lot of money if they know how to monetize themselves. Now, having been in this space for the last 9 years with 6 figures in grants, influencers are one of the top ways for brands to reach audiences. So as a manager, you're looking to try to help that influencer and take all you can off their plate so they can actually focus on influencing, and whether that be content creation, whether that be doing a podcast, whatever they need to do to stay focused to continue to exert their influence over that audience. Your goal and your job as a manager is to really leverage and manage their influence to help them become more lucrative. That involves finding opportunities for them and also managing opportunities that come in. You're going to actually have to reach out to key brands that are going to be good alignments for your influencer. And you're also going to have to manage the influx of emails and phone calls and contacts that you're getting to kind of peruse and see what opportunities fit the brand, fit the influencer's brand. You want to make sure that you're protecting them at all times. And with influencer management, you can be managing a person, you can also be managing a brand. So with this particular business, you want to have negotiation skills. So if it means that you need to learn more about negotiation skills, it's going to be key, because in this business, you get what you negotiate. And that goes not only just what you get for the influencer, but also for yourself. Because oftentimes as an influencer manager, you get paid a percentage. That could be from 10 to 30%, depending on what you negotiate with the influencer. So it's very important to understand that negotiation is key. Matchmaking is key when it comes to this particular business, because as you're coming in with brands, what you negotiate with them, you're able to actually match and get the best deal for your influencer, but also you're playing a middleman. So in some cases, you can actually make more if you're actually going to be paying the influencer less. And that's something that a lot of influencer managers make a lot of their money from, by actually making more depending on the influencer that they're dealing with. Sometimes you can actually position yourself where you actually have the brands already give you deals that they're looking for. They're looking for placement with influencers. And if you're working with more than one influencer and you're able to actually have more of a profit margin, you can make more money by actually having that kind of a setup. So depending on how you set up and structure the business when you start, after you start the business, will depend on how much you can make, both on the influencer side and also on the brand side. So to start an influencer management company, you'll need an email, you'll need your company's brand, social media accounts. You also need an e-signature platform such as Dotloop, and preferably you'll need a sales funnel. Those are the things that you'll need to start. And after you actually set up the business, then you can actually start to solicit influencers to work with. And that's how I started. So basically, I just started out years ago by, I guess maybe when things were kind of early. And I learned a lot about negotiation, contracts, and also payment terms throughout the years when working in this space. And the next category are products. And a product in a business that you can actually start to make over $300 daily are water bottles. And this water bottle is a product that I actually sell in our lifestyle business. And the unique thing about this particular product is that it's not just a water bottle, it's an accountability tool. So what it does, it helps you to not only measure, but to actually know your water intake for the entire day. So as you can see here, it starts at 8 a.m. and from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. is telling you when to get started. And it goes down throughout the entire day, giving you the measurements of water that you're actually drinking. So you actually know your quantity intake by the end of the day. This has been a game changer for me, because I was not drinking enough water, and I wanted to actually drink more water over time, just for my own health. As I grew older, I wanted to make sure that I'm not doing as much sugar, drinking juices and sodas. So I actually have made a main change and a big change, and that's largely because I started using my own product, this water bottle. And this is something that sells quite often. It sells a lot because people are looking for the same discipline. They need help in making sure that they're held accountable, or they have some reference point. And this is a product that can actually make well over $300 a day. And as I shared earlier, we sell it in our lifestyle company, and we've been able to get grants for that particular business. So this is one of the ways that we've been able to tie product into a company, not only make $300 a day, but also get grants for that same company as we build throughout the years. So to get started with a product-based business, there are different ways that you can actually start. You can do private labeling, you can do drop shipping with a product like this. You can also buy the product in bulk and then actually ship it out as you get orders in. There are different avenues and different ways that you can actually go about doing this particular type of business to generate $300 a day. The other thing is, what platforms do you put it in? Do you have your own store? Is your store a one product store? Is it a general store? In our case, we have a general store and we also have one product stores. So the different strategies that go into it, but they're not to make the video too long. If you'd like to know more about how to actually get started with products, making $300 a day, you can also email me. My email address is AskRinde@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to share with you what we have regarding that, or how to set up businesses like this that can generate you a substantial amount of money on a daily basis, that also solves a problem for people and also gets you grants. The next category is online. And one of the businesses that you can actually start to make well over $300 a day will be copywriting. So copywriting is one of the best values and one of the best skill sets that you can actually learn in the modern age. Copywriting is the ability to be able to communicate an offer. So there are so many businesses and so many companies that are coming not only online but offline, and they need to have the best way to communicate the offer to their audience. People don't know what their business is about or their product is about, and how do you communicate that? Through video, through text form. All of those things combined encompass copywriting. Copywriting encompasses email marketing, it encompasses video marketing, it encompasses text marketing, billboard marketing, commercials, any form of marketing, any form of communication from a brand to an audience. Copywriting is involved. Copywriting is actually absolutely necessary if you're going to be selling anything. So when you go to the supermarket and the packaging on the products, that's copywriting. They actually have to choose words carefully in order to communicate not only what's in the packaging, but entice the customer. Entice them not only with just pictures, but with also writing, in order to basically let them know that this product is something that you actually need. This product is something that's actually good for you. This product is actually something of value and useful for you. So copywriting is all around us. Is actually what we see and causes us to actually spend on a daily basis. And being in the position where you actually have a copywriting business, you are positioning yourself for not only a recession-proof business, but a business that will never go away, because it's always needed. Whether you're online, whether you're offline, is something as an extreme value. So once again, in our media company, we actually do copywriting, and we make thousands of dollars on a monthly basis with this division just alone within our company. And I can share with you that there are copywriters that make well over $250,000 a year, $350,000 a year, $400,000 a year through services, Upwork, through services, Fiverr, online, because copywriting is in such high demand. And the more advanced and the more sophisticated you are as a copywriter, the better companies are willing to pay, because companies don't have a way to communicate their value. They don't have a way to communicate their offer to customers, to the end clients that they're looking to be able to purchase their product. And if you can actually prove and show that your writing skills, your skill set with copywriting, your word placement can start to convert sales for them, you'll have a never-ending pool of not only clients, but also revenues on an ongoing basis. There are online courses and classes that teach you how to become a copywriter. And there are businesses that are looking for beginner copywriters, mid-level copywriters, and also more sophisticated and experienced copywriters. So there's money to be made no matter what, whether you're just starting or you're someone who's seasoned and been in the game for a long time. So this is one of the most lucrative businesses. You can actually start by just probably taking a course in a class, so you can learn more about copywriting and launching your services out, putting it out on one of the platforms that actually pay freelancers and also people who are gig workers to be able to do copywriting. So as I shared, with all of these businesses, what do they have in common? They all have the ability to be able to get grants for. But the most important thing is how they're set up. If the business is set up properly, you're actually able to scale not only in revenues, but also scale and get grants for it on an ongoing basis. So if you'd like to know how to actually properly set up, start one of these businesses to make $300 a day and more, and also get grants for it, make sure you actually join us for our Grants Masterclass and connect with us. You can actually go to my website at AskRinde.com, click on grants, and get started today. You can also email me. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. Reach out to me. Let's connect. Let's talk about your business. Let's talk about your vision, where you're going, what you need help with, what you lack, how to generate sales for your business. I'd like to connect with you. I'd like to help you any way I can. So we look forward to connecting with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.